Welcome everyone, I'm the Smoking Chef. Thank you for joining me and subscribing to my channel where I cook food for family and friends. Welcome back. Today I'm bringing Greece right into your kitchen with Greek-style chicken with egg noodles, and I'm going to sprinkle them with Feta and Kalamata olives. Those are optional, but it's a real delicious and a comforting recipe. Alright, so let's get going with the mise en place. So let's start here. Parsley, EVOO, crushed tomatoes, oregano, paprika, garlic, feta, cinnamon stick, tomato paste, onions, chicken stock, and the egg noodles that I'll be using. And if you don't like egg noodles, you can definitely use any pasta that you like. After all, they're a perfect substitute. Use whatever you have on hand. I guarantee this dish will satisfy your cravings and it'll make you feel like you're dancing like Zorba. Opa! All right, let's dive in. Let's get cooking. I have taken the skin off all the chicken and I cut up in different pieces. It's about 10 pieces there. Now, of course, I'll be using twice as much because I have more people coming. And I'm putting EVOO and we're going to brown the chicken. I'm going to brown it, not char it, okay guys? I already had my pan heating at medium-high heat. Of course, you can use boneless thigh pieces because they're easier to handle, much faster to cook, but you got to remember the bone-in pieces contribute more flavor and really end up being more moist. They add more richness and depth to our sauce. But you know what? After all, it's a personal preference. Use whatever you have in your kitchen. And it's time to add some flavor with salt and pepper. Our chicken pieces were browned nicely here, about 3 or 4 minutes per side on medium heat. When they're brown like that, they're ready to be flipped over. We want to develop a bit of a crust as well, and they will finish cooking in the beautiful tomato sauce. This is the crust that I'm talking about. Don't get rid of these brown bits at the bottom of the pan. This is known as the fond, and they will add a lot of depth and complexity and flavor to our tomato sauce. And it's time to add the onions. We will saute them really well, then add salt and pepper. And after a couple of minutes, when they're sauteed really well, we will add the garlic. After the garlic has released all of its flavor, which will take approximately a couple of minutes, it's time to add the tomato paste. Now, we all know tomato paste not only will give it color, it will give depth and complexity to the meal, but we have to really work it in. Can't leave it alone. You have to really work it in before we add our crushed tomatoes. And by the way, it really doesn't matter what type of crushed tomatoes you use. It hardly matters in this meal because the meal is so delicious in itself. And now I'm going to add some salt and pepper here as well as a dash of sugar, just to remove the tartness. A bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some sugar. We add the oregano, the paprika, and the cinnamon sticks. A couple minutes like this till the flavors are released. We're gonna nestle it in there. They're all gonna get in there, do their little dance, just like Zorba. Now pour enough chicken stock to just about cover all the chicken pieces. Put the lid on and let them soak up those beautiful flavors. Now this sauce has simmered for 20 minutes with a medley of aromatic herbs and spices. This is the epitome of comfort and satisfaction. And these are known as chilopites. This is the Greek egg noodles that I'm using today. But as I said earlier, that you can use any pasta that you have handy in your pantry. It's a perfect substitute. Pour this hot tomato sauce over the egg noodles or any pasta that you may want to use. Let them bathe in that tomato sauce. Now I like my meal a little more saucy, so I add a little more water. And that's the personal preference. Do it the way you like. Now we're going to nestle these pieces of chicken in this beautiful sauce and egg noodles. And then we're going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees centigrade for about 15 to 20 minutes. And here we go. Hey guys, off camera I tasted the egg noodles and they were perfectly al dente and the chicken was done, so I removed it from the oven and now I'm sprinkling feta on top and the Kalamata olives. I'm putting this meal now under the broiler for about 5 minutes so the feta cheese can melt and become so nice and gooey. If you don't like feta or Kalamata olives, don't use them. The meal is just as delicious without them. The noodles are perfectly al dente, and they have soaked up perfectly the sauce and all of the flavors. Now, the combination of the creamy feta cheese and the briny Kalamata olives bring this meal up to another level. Now the chicken, juicy, tender. Try this meal. You're really going to love it. And hey, if you like this recipe, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Thank you for watching my channel. I'll catch you in the next video.